Guys, Sunday, April 4th. So it's Easter. I know not everybody celebrates the holiday the same, but hopefully everybody gets a chance to Zoom, call, see people, depending on what your situation is, family members or friends. Just hopefully today is just a good day for everybody. If you get a chance to come into the gym, awesome. But hope everybody has a safe holiday and just good transition into next Monday. All right. That said, here's what we got on the docket. So we had a kind of a heavy barbell week, so we're going to be completely off the barbell. Very, very endurance, cardio heavy today. So here it goes. The first part is going to be for time, and this is going to be sort of an all-out sprint, but it's going to be tricky, okay? Because it's a longer sprint. It's like a 800-meter sprint. In my opinion, the worst race of all time. But it's a 500, 400-meter row. So 500 for the guys, 400 for the ladies, followed by 25 calories for the guys, 20 calories for the ladies on the bike, okay? So row and then bike. Now, neither of them are going to be able to be a time trial because the first one's going to affect the second, okay? So your 500-meter row or 400-meter row is going to need to be at a typical workout pace, okay? And your 25, 20-calorie bike is also going to be at a typical workout pace, coming off of a row, okay? Now, fast times on this, if you can do this in under 3 minutes, that's pretty darn fast, okay? Probably average times are going to be between 3 and 4, maybe just over 4. But I would adjust accordingly, okay? Put your damper so you know you're going to get everything out of each pull. I don't think 10 is ever a good idea. Nobody pulls that hard. And then for the bike, just find yourself a very comfortable wattage or cadence where you can just sit there and accumulate a specific amount of calories over a specific amount of time. So again, if you can do it under 3 minutes, I think that's really fast. Probably going to be between 3 and 4, maybe 4.5-ish in that range. So that's what you guys can expect, okay? So that'll be part 1. Part 2, the whole thing's going to be for time. It's going to start with 4 cycles of 50 double unders and 20 toes to ring, okay? So very similar to probably what Thursday's Tabata felt like in a way. Double unders and then a heavy midline crunch. This is going to involve a little bit more shoulders because we're hanging and obviously swinging. So again, this one could get tough, all right? Let me keep going on. So 4 cycles, 50 double unders, 20 toes to ring. Once you're done with that, you're going to move immediately into a 400-meter run, 30 slam balls, and a 400-meter run. Okay, so you got the 4-cycle portion, and then it's run, slam ball, run. Now going back to the double unders and the toes to ring. So if you could always reduce the volume of dubs, okay, pick a number that's better for you, and same thing on the toes to ring, okay? A cool way to do both of those is just jump till failure and do the toes to ring till failure, and then go back to the next one. If you want a specific amount of time, I'd say probably like 90 seconds on the rope. If you want to do a specific time on the toes to ring, probably like 45 seconds, okay, at the most. If you finish before then, awesome. You could taper down on the toes to ring, maybe taking away 2, 3, maybe even 5 toes to ring per round. Leave that up to you. Remember, it's 200 total double unders as written and 80 toes to ring as written. So think about those numbers and what you know you're kind of capable of. And I would kind of use a time frame of like maybe 10 to 12 minutes before you go to part 2. And maybe that helps you determine the volume that you want to do. You could always do single unders and keep it at 50. And you could always do toes to bar and be completely off. If you're doing something that is not toes to ring or toes to bar, we could do American or Russian kettlebell swings for an adjusted or like volume. You guys get to decide that. If you do Russian, maybe a little bit heavier, American a little bit lighter. And then for the run and slam ball and run, this is just basically kind of a gritty finish to the workout. Can you run at a good pace? Can you come in and keep moving on the slam ball, and then can you end it with one more tough run? Okay. Now, we'll scale the run, or we'll modify the run to a 500, 400 meter row and a 0.6 mile bike if you choose to do one of those other things. Keep in mind you did both of those at the onset of the day with the row and bike portion. And then for the slam balls, the weight's going to be 40 and 30. So definitely not a sprint at this point. Your midline's going to be pretty taxed from those toes rings. Lift the ball off the ground well, okay? Sometimes a more squatty position coming off the floor will do you better than hinging and leaning over more. But again, try to run hard, keep moving, and then you got one last hard run at the end. So this workout probably, on the faster end, maybe in the neighborhood of, let's say, like 4, probably somewhere in like the 13-14 minute range, okay? And then on the tail end, probably closer to like 20. We'll see. But should be a fun one. Again, it's a big cardio day. There's no barbell. You're still picking up some weight with that slam ball. But yeah, guys, have a good weekend and happy holiday, whatever you're doing to celebrate it. All right.